Alright, what's going on? So I'm getting ready to add a quick boost of fertilizer to the garden. As you know, if you've been following, I'm trying to garden this year without using any synthetic type of fertilizer possible. So what I got going on, I ground up some oatmeal, which is going to be a new added product I'm using this year. I haven't used it before. I'm not testing it. I'm just going to just straight add it. The yeast I've been using in the molasses that worked fine last year. So if you're curious, does it work or not, you might want to test it. I'm pouring it on everything. I really don't care. If anything goes wrong, I just start all over again. That's just me. No big deal. I also am using just regular tap water. They said use rainwater. You know, if you can catch it, you can catch it. You can. I like using tap water. And I got it hot as it can go as far as the tap. So these are full of hot water. Helps to break things down a little quicker. That's why I broke down the oatmeal as well. If I left it whole, it would have to sit. Now there is another recipe that I'll be doing in the next couple of days that it says let it sit for 24 to 48 hours, and I'm gonna add alfalfa to that as well. So stay tuned, that's coming down very soon. So the first thing we're gonna do is add a tablespoon of yeast. I should probably open this before. Add just a simple tablespoon. If you ain't got measuring tools, that's cool. Go what you got. It's just a simple teaspoon. I am using a funnel just so it don't spill everywhere. And I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon to each one. Not bad. Your tablespoon might be more or less than mine. It is what it is. It's no big deal. There's no actual science in this. You know, we're just trying to get it in there. So we're gonna do it like that. Then I'm gonna come with a 1/4 cup of oatmeal. Now, if you don't know how much a 1/4 cup is, or if you don't have a 1/4 cup, I'll break it down for you. It's real easy. 4 tablespoons. So I'm gonna get 4 tablespoons of oatmeal. Try not to spill it everywhere. I think this is too much water. Yep, too much water in my funnel. Or too much water was in this one. Clogged up my funnel. I'm gonna pause. And we're back. Yeah, I thought my funnel was shorter than what it was. It was really not. So anyways, we're gonna come back because it's sitting on top of the water. So I'm gonna see if I can do it like this. And it's clogging again, killing it. That's 2. 3. 4. Now I'm going to add the molasses. I won't be measuring the molasses because it sticks to stuff and I don't like wasting products. But anyway, it says 2 tablespoons. So I am add 2 tablespoons, or what I think is 2 tablespoons. Close enough. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything else done. I'm gonna let it sit for 15 minutes. Then I'm gonna come back and show you how to apply it. All right, so it's been over 15 minutes. I'm down in the garden. Well, in the pepperoni stuff I got planted. I'm just gonna use it as a soil drench. If I was gonna use my sprayer, I would strain it, but since I'm not, I'm just gonna use it as a drench. So I'm just pour it at the base. If it gets on the leaves, I'm not too concerned. Because it's gonna rain, so anything sticky that's on there, rinse off. I'm just gonna go up, just pouring it on there. If I have anything left, I'll come back and do it again. I'm not really liking to pour this like this. It just kind of sucks. I'm used to having sprayers and things of that nature in my hand. So we're just gonna just pour it on there like so. Trying to get everything. I got another gallon left. I did hit everything on the deck that's in containers that I'll be keeping in containers. So actually, my gallon ended up being enough for almost everything. And you might see a little residue once you get towards the bottom, perfectly fine. That'll break down. Actually, everything is looking pretty good. And what I'm gonna do is when I run out, I'm just gonna go back down the opposite way I came up. After I got everything, get on my brassicas that I'm trying to grow. It might be too late, but some of them are looking pretty good. So, you know, I'm gonna hang in there. Like I said, this spot doesn't get a whole lot of sun in the afternoon, so I'm not really tripping on that. If they go to flower, that's cool. I have seeds for next year, so once again, win-win. But I got everything looking good. About to add this second gallon on there. Like I said, this is for a drench, for fertilizing, all natural, no chemicals. Everything in here you would eat or can eat, except for when I do the alfalfa, that's a different story. But oatmeal, molasses, yeast, all things that can be consumed. I did the same mix last year. Only thing different is I got the oatmeal in it, so we can kind of see how that turns out as well. And it's really good to put in, like I said, when it's not raining, but I want to give them something. They've just been sitting out here. I do got some little peppers producing all these small plants, so hopefully hopefully this will encourage growth and everything. I'm gonna put a little of my spot I plan on growing here, just to get everybody going. I'm just gonna come down and just pour it like so. Hopefully it don't wash away too much with all this rain we're supposed to get. But I'm liking it. I started to go put some on where I'm gonna till, but I think I'll just wait. Sorry for all the camera angles. Not easy doing this by yourself. But there it is. Got everything watered in. I'll go up to the deck and show you what I watered as well. Got everything going. It does smell very fresh, naturey, so you might have to have that. As far as pests, I haven't seen any additional rodents or anything like that, so we're good on that. I did put all my green beans and some flowers I had on my little contraption that I built the other day, but I tore it down, not thinking I could use it for this, so I had to just put the boards back up, so that's what I did. But as far as everything over here, this is what I put it on as well. I am a little concerned about my garlic back there. When I picked it up to move it down here, there are roots all the way at the bottom, but I can't see any bulbs, so I might have put them down too deep. So I'm gonna do a little research. My tomato is doing absolutely, look at this. No explanation. Look how big this plant is. I did cut off suckers and I did make more plants, so I'm happy about that. Down there is like an old mixed bag of onions and stuff I had from last year. I'll probably do something with that as well. But I figured that out. My kiwi is looking good. Frost did hit it, but he's coming back strong. I'm proud about that. These onions back here, I bought to make I needed some green onion for a recipe. So what I ended up doing after I cut the tops off was put them in some dirt. And now they're coming to seed, so I'm liking that as well. These are some heirloom tomatoes that I've got. I see a little one forming now, so hopefully this mix will boost them up and everything. There's been no other fertilizer on any of this other than alfalfa, and I'm using regular tap water as well, and everything is looking and turning out very, very well. So, oh, I also forgot to mention, I did put it in my onions that I need to put somewhere really, really soon. But look at these bulbs. I planted those what's it say? On 310. So they are kind of small, but they're growing, so that's a good thing. And I put it in a couple of the flowers back there as well. I put a couple of the flowers just to feed them, give them a little boost. Now I'm done with the video.